Hey, it's Jim with CGC Sports Illustrated. It's another unboxing video. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. Every single time I get a box of graded magazines from CGC. So this is going to be a fun box. Got 10 slabs in this box. A ton of first covers. Got at least one or two Jordan covers in here. Not his first cover. That would be amazing. But other Jordan covers. If you don't know, I got into this hobby. And the whole reason I really got into this hobby is I thought it'd be really cool if I could get all 50 Michael Jordan Sports Illustrated covers. Jordan's been on the cover 50 times. It's more than any other athlete by about double. And I thought it'd be just cool if I could get all of his all 50 issues graded. And so it took me a few years, but I've done that. And so now with a lot of my Jordan issues, I'm just trying to upgrade some of the grades that I've gotten on those. So there's a lot of first covers. There's at least one or two Jordan covers in here. Tiger Woods cover, Magic Johnson cover. There is an issue in here. It's a little bit different. You've probably seen the issue before, but this one is different and probably the only one. You've probably never seen it before, and it's probably the only one graded. It's a little quirky. It's a little twist in that one. So that'll be super fun when we get to it. So a lot of first covers. Got basketball, got football, got baseball, got golf. I think I'm just missing hockey. That's it. But let's rock and roll. 10 slabs. Looking for a lot of 9.8s. That's atrocious. That's terrible. 6.5. Look, I sent these in so long ago that who knows what I was thinking when I sent these in. These were well over a year ago. Man, 6.5 is a harsh grade on this one. Dream Team, still a great cover in any grade. So this came out on February 18th, 1991. Let's go through the pop reports. There are 3 9.6s. I do own one of those. There are 4 9.4s. I own one of those. And there are 5 9.2s. I think, and I've done this, I think, in other videos here. I've talked about this one. This is one of the top covers in this entire hobby where it's nobody's first cover. We all want that rookie issue. And I get that, but there are still other covers out there that are super collectible. But this is easily one of the top covers where it's nobody's first cover. I always feel like, and there's always somebody in my DMs or the comments that goes straight to Larry Bird. Why the hell wasn't Larry Bird on the cover? Why the hell wasn't Larry Bird on the cover? So let's talk about that. Like I said, this came out on February 18th, 1991, about 18 months before the 92 Summer Olympics. So if you recall back to that time, this was kind of the projected team. The team hadn't been finalized yet. And that was toward the end of Larry Bird's career, and Larry was having awful back problems. If you remember watching those games, when he was not in the game, he was usually on the sidelines, laying down on the floor because his back was killing him so much, laying down on his stomach. So most people did not think that Larry was going to be healthy enough to be on the Dream Team, and he was not until like a month before they finalized the teams, and then Larry made the team because he was healthy enough to play. So Dream Team, 1991, love this cover. Don't love the grade, but it is a great cover in any grade, and that's the story as to why Larry Bird was not on that when you would have assumed he would have been. All right, next up. It can only go up from here. 6.5. Can only go up from here, right? I should not say that. I've jinxed myself way too many times on these unboxing videos by saying crap like that. Next up. Damn, that hurts. Let's say, okay, so I'm put a positive spin on this. This is going to be my only 9.6 in the box. That's all there is to it. One 9.6, we got it out of the way, and now we're going to run into a ton of 9.8s. I'm a big fan of this cover. This is Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. This is the duel. This came out on November 7th, 2005. There are now 2 9.6s. Would have loved to have that first 9.8. There's 9.0. There's a 7.0. The battles between Brady and Manning in those AFC playoff games were amazing. There are only 2 covers that in the history of Sports Illustrated where both Manning and Brady were on the cover at the same time. This is the very First one, and it's the only one with Peyton Manning in a Colts uniform. The other one was when he was playing for Denver. Great cover, great looking cover. Again, captures that moment in history that we all remember. Those AFC playoff games. Peyton and Brady going at each other. Those were some amazing battles on two great, all-time Hall of Fame quarterbacks. The 9.6 is a bummer. All right, that's it. That's the only 9.6 that's going to happen. All the rest of these are going to be fantastic freaking grades. Every single one of them. What is this? It's a weird back. I wonder if I have... I thought these were all Sports Illustrated, but maybe I got another magazine in here. Oh, no. Okay. Now I know why that's so weird. Let's see what they did. Aha. This... I just noticed that 9.6. Damn it. How do you not give me a 9.8 on this one? Okay, so Magic Johnson, Sports Illustrated cover. So this was November 18th, 1991. You've probably seen this cover before. One of my favorite Magic Johnson covers, by the way. I just love how simple it is. Just the word magic. Him doing a little hook shot wearing his Lakers uniform. But what's different, and I don't know if this will be able to focus on the video to where you can see it. This is a kind of a quasi variant. It says printing error supplement. So when this issue came out, they left out a number of the pages when they produced it, and they put it on newsstands and they sent it to subscribers and all that sort of stuff. And they left out like 7 or 8 or 10 pages or something like that. And so to fix that, Sports Illustrated distributed a issue that looked just like this. That's why we've got the weird back. That's not the normal cover. If you've got the normal newsstand issue of this, the back's going to look different. But they produced this with the missing pages and distributed them. And I somehow got my hands on a copy of them, on this copy of it. So I think this is kind of cool. I think you know that I like oddball, weird crap like this. I love one-offs. I love stuff that's just a little bit goofy and a little bit, left to center. So a very cool issue. I am not thrilled with that grade. Interestingly enough, this is, there are no staples in this. So it's only like 10 or 12 pages or whatever. So they glued the spine together. So it was really a lot of weird things going on with this issue. But I'm going to have to check the census, but this is easily going to be the only printing error supplement copy of this one that exists. The normal pop reports for this regular issue, not the printing error issue, but the regular issue, there's no 9.8 and there's no 9.6. There's one 9.4, there's one 9.0, and there's an 8.5. But this is, so this is the highest graded copy of either the regular or the printing error supplement that exists. And just a kick-ass looking Magic Johnson cover. Just a great looking cover. I love weird oddball stuff like that. Printing error supplement. They did that one other time, and I think it was not too long ago, like within the last 10 years. It was a Michigan State basketball cover. I need to dig into that, do some more research, which I've looked for that printing error supplement as well and never been able to find it. But they've had a couple of errors where they've redistributed those missing pages. And if you get your hands on them, man, I mean, it's just, they don't exist. They're impossible to find. And it gets ruined by a stinking 9.6. A stinking 9.6! All right, next up. Okay, I'll take it. Not bad. Brett Favre first cover. I love this cover. I was a big, again, as a Chicago sports guy, it pains me, and a Bears fan, pains me to say that I was a bit of a Brett Favre fan. I freaking hated it, but he was so much fun to watch. So this is his first cover from January 15th, 1996. There are 4 9.6s. I do own one of those. There are 7 9.4s. There are 4 9.2s. I think this one is worth getting graded no matter what the condition is. He's a Hall of Famer. He's an all-time great. Yeah, he may be in some legal trouble, and yeah, he may send, dick pics to, female journalists occasionally. I'm not judging the content of his character, but as a quarterback, he was a gunslinger, man, and so much fun to watch. So Brett Favre, first Sports Illustrated cover at 8.5. I would just like to say that I have not gotten a 9.8 with the new since the new slabs came out. The one 9.8 I did get wasn't mine. It was a customer's of mine that I did in the last unboxing video. Very happy for him. Would like my own. So still searching for that 9.8. This one's interesting. A little vintage. Looks like late 80s, early 90s maybe, I'm going to guess. Oh, normally I'd be so pissed off at a 6.0, but I don't care. Because this one is just personal collection the whole way. This is John Daly's first cover. Man, was he so much fun. Still is. But he was like lightning in a bottle. So this is John Daly's first cover. Came out on August 19th, 1991. 6.0 to pop 1 of 1, none higher. Impossible cover to find in newsstand. If you're not a fan of John Daly, just unsubscribe to my YouTube channel. We cannot be friends. I mean, this guy was so much fun. Still playing, still smoking Marlboro Reds and firing down Miller Lights on the golf course while he's out there. I mean, he caught lightning in a bottle, won 2 majors, and he's just still riding that out. He really, too, also kind of was the beginning of being that massive hitter off the tee, the guy that could just boom it over 300 yards every single time. Now everybody's doing that. But back in 1991, John Daly was, he was the big hitter off the tee and putting him out there 320, 330. And he was the only one that was doing it. So he did win 2 majors. He won the PGA in 91 and he won the British Open in 95. Yes, I called it the British Open. Sue me if you don't like it. I'm not calling it the Open. John Daly, first cover, 1991. Don't love the grade, love that issue, and just am a big John Daly fan. Anybody that bets high limit slots at $5,000 a pull, latch yourself onto him and hang out. Can you imagine hanging out with that guy? Oh, that'd be so much fun. Okay, next up. That's terrible. That's terrible. 8.5. LeBron James, I need to count the number of LeBron James covers out there because he's been on a number of them, probably 25 or 26. So this came out on December 28th, 2009. This is the What a Decade cover of LeBron James. He was still with the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8.5. I've got no use for that kind of grade, so we're just going to move on quickly. Maybe if I move faster, I'll get to the 9.8 that's in this box faster, if there is a 9.8. Oh, and there it is. And there it is. There it is. Woo, woo, woo. First 9.8 of the new slabs. And on a good one, too. Mariano Rivera, Sports Illustrated. Now, this isn't his first cover, but this one came out on October 5th, 2009. This is a pop 1 of 1, none higher. Mariano Rivera, 9.8. There's a 9.6, there's a 9.4, there's a 9.2. Up until Edwin Diaz last year with the New York Mets, this guy had the best walkout in all of baseball history. It was, the 9th inning, Metallica's Enter Sandman, Mariano Rivera walking in from the bullpen, and you knew you were toast if you were standing in that batter's box. He was freaking lights out. 5-time World Series winner, all-time saves leader with 652, went in the Hall of Fame in 2019, and like I said, it was so intimidating. Enter Sandman from Metallica, as you're walking in from the bullpen out to the mound, about ready to win the game. He was so good, so good. But I do love that Edwin Diaz walkout, and a crime that he got injured and isn't going to be able to play all year. But back to this. 9.8, Mariano Rivera, pop 1 of 1. Always good when you can have a Yankee and a pop 1 of 1, 9.8. All right, there it is. Now, I'm greedy. I'm not satisfied with 1 9.8. Love to look for a couple more. I got the one in my hand and 3 more. So I can do 50-50. I get 10 slabs in this box. If we get all 9.8s, that'd be 5 9.8s. That'd be a hell of a box. I think I do jinx myself. I really think I do. Well, there it is. So this has been a chase issue for me. I've gotten this graded a lot. I guess the good news is 9.6. That's the best I've ever done. Still haven't gotten that elusive 9.8, and I think this is a super underrated cover. This is Eli Manning's first cover. It's from January 28th, 2008. There are now two 9.6s. There's a 9.4. I own that one. And there's a 9.2. Eli Manning from the first family of football, the Mannings, number 1 overall pick, 2 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. People get angry at me when I say this, and I say it a lot, but Eli Manning is going to be in the Hall of Fame. May even be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I guarantee you Eli Manning will be in the Hall of Fame. He'll be eligible in 2025. Now, I'm not saying he should be in the Hall of Fame or shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying that's a matter of fact. He will be a Hall of Famer. Write it down. I guarantee it. And if you don't think that that's true, you don't understand how the Hall of Fame voting works and the committee process. It's voted on mostly by media members who are on that committee. New York City is the largest media market in the country. They love Super Bowls. They love Super Bowl MVPs. All of those things mean Eli Manning's just flat out going to be a Hall of Famer. Like I said, not saying he should or shouldn't be, but he definitely will be. And like I said before, he's eligible in 2025. So pop 1 of 2, none higher. Eli Manning, Sports Illustrated cover. I did get the labeling on this that says first Eli Manning Sports Illustrated cover. Again, props to CGC. We've had our arguments. We've had our disagreements. But they are absolutely improving the way they do things. These new slabs are fantastic. So much more durable, so much more rugged, more scratch resistant. It's got a little recess on the back, so it's got a little bit of a handle there. Not really a handle as I drop it, but CGC doing a lot better by designating first covers, a lot better by qualifying variants and breaking them out separately in the census. So it's been a fight, but good job, CGC. You're getting better. Next up. I can't be mad at this. But this was my shot. This issue was my shot to get this at a 9.8. But I'm still happy. Michael Jordan, this is the Hanging Tough issue. This came out on June 7th, 1993. There is one 9.8 that exists. There are two 9.6s. I do own this at 7.0. There's I've got all 50 Jordans graded. And most of them are pretty high grades. I think I've got probably a dozen, maybe 15 that are 9.8s. And a lot of high 9s and a lot of other good ones out there. But this one was a dog for me. And the best I could do up until this point was 7.0. So I'm really happy to upgrade my Jordan Hanging Tough issue from 7.0 to 9.4. Not bad. You know it. Jordan's been on the cover 50 times, more than anyone else. It's not even close. It's how I got started in this hobby, was collecting all 50 Jordan issues and getting them graded. Took me years and years to do that, but I finally did. I think about a year ago, maybe 18 months ago, I finally got the last one in my hand. And now I'm trying to upgrade a lot of those. This photo was taken during Game 3 of the 1993 Eastern Conference Finals. Bulls won that series 4-2 and on their way to their first of 2 three-peats in the Jordan era, and a great one there too. Jordan driving by the Knicks there. Yeah, hanging tough. Man, the Bulls owned the Knicks. The Jordan Bulls owned the Knicks. Sorry, Knicks fans. It's, as a Chicago fan, it's the only thing we've got to live on here are those 6 Michael Jordan trophies. So, you have your Yankees and whatever else you're doing over there. But, man, your Knicks have stunk for a long, long time. Oof. All right, next up. Yeah, this one's annoying. Very annoying. Okay, but knocked over my stack of slabs there. Bryce Harper for Sports Illustrated cover, June 8th, 2009. This is a 1 of 2 variant cover. Now, I'm pissed about this 9.6. You know I am. But what I'm happy about is that when it's there, it says Bryce Harper cover. This is the very first time. There's been a ton of these graded, by the way. There's a ton of these out there. Up until this issue in my hands right here, because I just checked the census, up until this issue, they had not broken out the variants. So this is the very first copy of this issue that has been broken out and will be broken out in the CGC census properly and listing the Bryce Harper cover properly. The Detroit Red Wings were on the other cover that week. So if we go through the pop reports, there's one 9.8. We have no idea if that's Bryce Harper or the Detroit Red Wings. There's 3 9.6s. We have no idea if that's Bryce Harper covers or the Detroit Red Wings covers. And unfortunately, CGC will not go back and correct the old ones now that they've broken out this one. But at least this is good going forward. So I'm upset about that 9.6. I'm happy that it says first Bryce Harper cover. I'm happy that the variant has gotten broken out. What's so cool, the cool story about this one is, it came out in 2006. Look at that headline, The Chosen One. Remind you of anybody else who had a first cover where that was the headline, The Chosen One? Maybe LeBron James in 2003, or 2002 rather, in his first Sports Illustrated cover. That was the headline on that issue too. In the article in here, they compare Bryce Harper to LeBron James. Obviously different sports, but how about they're the chosen one and they're the next generation in that sport going forward. So really cool story there. Chosen one, Bryce Harper, first Sports Illustrated cover, 2009, June 8th, 2009, and the very first one to have the variant broken out. So that's the consolation I have in that stinking 9.6. What did I get? 9.8? That Mariano Rivera 9.8. That was tight. That was tight. Very nice. All right, last one. Let's shoot for the moon. Let's pop a 9.8. Okay. This has been another chase issue of mine. Man, I've gotten a ton of these graded and never been able to pop that 9.8. This is, so Tiger Woods has been on Sports Illustrated cover probably 23, 24, 25 times, something like that. Obviously, everybody wants his first cover from 1996. I think this is one of the, and I love the masterpiece cover from the Masters win, where it's just a shot of him looking down the Masters fairway and he's teeing off on the box and the crowd's all around him. That's a beautiful one too. This is easily a top 5 Tiger Woods cover for me. This is the Father's Day issue. This came out on July 31st, 2006. There is one 9.8. This 9.4 is a pop 1 of 1. With only that 9.8 graded higher. There's some others that are graded in the 8s out there. This issue came out right after his father passed away. Back up. This issue came out right after the British Open in 2006, where he won his second straight British Open title. His father had passed away about 3 months before that. So this was the first major that Tiger won after his father passed away. I think this is a very just emotional issue. The title is Father's Day. It was right around Father's Day, July. And we all know what a huge influence Tiger's father was in his life. I love how it's kind of a wide shot there where you see Tiger in the middle and you've got some crowd around there. Easily a top 5 Tiger Woods issue. I'm gonna keep getting this one graded until I get that damn 9.8. But I'm okay with the 9.4 on this. Way too many 9.6s, only one 9.8, but really good labeling from CGC. Good variant breakouts, good labeling of first covers. And a lot of fun, and appreciate you watching, and we'll do it again soon. Thanks.